VLOGMAS YouTube, thanks for joining me in sunny Ohio. Sunny, check it out, there's snow in my back window. Thanks for joining me in sunny Ohio. Today we're actually going on an adventure and we're going to the dealership. I'm gonna get an X-pipe from ECS Tuning installed in the S4. I inherited this X-pipe from my buddy Max. He actually upgraded his exhaust to the AWE full exhaust. For those of you that don't know, the B9 S4 V6 has the exhaust ports coming out the top of the engine right into the turbo, so there's less lag time for the turbo to spool up. It's a lot different from the conventional V6 and V8 configurations that you're used to. Most of those have the exhaust ports coming out the side so that you can have the mufflers come right out the side of the car or straight out the back of the car. When they started using turbochargers for these cars, the guys at Audi found out that the less pipe you have to fill up with exhaust, the faster your turbo spools up. Less lag time means more power faster. The AW exhaust that he got actually removed all of the tunability from the standpoint of the Audi Drive Select features that allow you to change the sound of the car. I wanted to retain that, and I had my thoughts about the X-pipe. When he gave me the chance to inherit this system, I more than happily took it off of his hands. Caveat to that was that I had to get new exhaust flanges because with these things being made of steel, they actually do rust out. So I called ECS. ECS guys, really awesome. Customer service, Jared, shout out to you. Thanks for getting me my parts really fast. He did a really great job with answering my questions, and it's way better than just going online and kind of flying by the seat of your pants. You actually have somebody to talk to back and forth that works with these all the time, talks to people like me and other tuners that have had their experiences with these cars. If you still want to pay like with PayPal and all that stuff, he can invoice you. That's what I ended up doing. It's a big support to the guys over there as opposed to just, you know, using the web portal. So again, shout out Jared. Really appreciate you getting me my parts and everything and batting back and forth with me with different options that I had for this system that I needed to put in my car. So with that being said, listen to this car as it sounds now. This is in comfort mode. You can hear that it's pretty subdued, pretty mundane, even at acceleration. It's pretty quiet. You're kind of getting what you would hear from my seat if you were the driver. Granted, you kind of stuck with listening to it through speakers, so this is what you get. Again, this is in comfort. I'm about to switch it into dynamic so that you can hear what it sounds like when it's tuned to be louder. So that's it in sport and dynamic. I'm going to finalize my drive to the dealership. You get the poppies in there. I don't know if you heard that. We'll hear the difference with those once we install the new setup as well. And I'm actually gonna gun it when this light turns green. So you can really hear the downshifts, the pops. I'm excited to hear what this sounds like from my seat with the new ECS Tuning X-pipe for the B9. I think that was the bottom.
Yeah.
Because it's got all the splash all over it.
Yeah.
I was gonna clean it up, but I was like,
Yeah, it goes down.
nobody sees it.
You'll be alright.
Dope. Sweet. Thanks for getting me in. You know, it's the fun kind of stuff that you don't normally do, especially on leases.
Do something different.
So this piece is coming off. The cuts are going to be here and here. And the flanges are right here. That was a good throw. This is the pipe. It's going in there. These are the flanges from ECS. Got that one for the rears, and these are for the fronts. So like I was saying earlier, this retains the exhaust note changes from this little valve, as well as this one right here. And these are the things that close when you adjust the sound of your engine from the inside of the car. So these are the two pieces side by side. You can see all this. Get out of there. Supposedly it's gonna have better sound. ECS did a really good job mocking up the original mounting points. This is what the system looks like afterwards. New clamps, the X part, all the way to the front. You got your resonators before going up into the turbo. We're gonna check for leaks and go from there. Go. All right, guys, it is now nighttime. Beautiful Ohio. Check it out. I just picked up the car. It's hanging out outside the gate, actually. And I just started it. It sounds pretty sweet, but when we get into it, this is what it sounds like in comfort mode. Sounds pretty sweet, right? And when we go into dynamic, you can hear that rumble. That's what it really sounds good. With the windows closed, with the doors closed, it sounds really good as well. Really good, actually. You could hear the car gurgle and pop at every downshift. Wow, this is nice. And let's switch it back to comfort mode. With the baffles closing, the car does sound very subdued and extremely tolerable for day-to-day drive. It's in comfort mode, but it sounds really good. It sounds really aggressive. I haven't switched it out yet. And as we switch it back to dynamic mode, let's let this car sing. Let me introduce you to the sound of my people. Sounds real good. So on the way home, I actually got a call from my buddy Kevin, who also has a B9 S4. He actually got the car about 2 or 3 weeks before I got mine, and we had been talking about this modification for the past probably about a year. And never really like pulled the trigger. So I told him I got it, and I'm actually headed over to his place right now. He's probably one of the few people that I trust driving this car, so I'm gonna have him drive it, and hopefully I can get some footage of what the car sounds like from the outside, both in dynamic and in comfort, so that you can hear the two sounds from the outside, what a innocent bystander would be hearing as you drove past them, all nonchalant, like, brah. Anyways, it's like that. We're all little kids at heart. Let's go talk to him about it. What do you think?
A lot more noise.
It's a lot more loud, right?
Yeah. Once you get above like 3,000 RPM, it's just normal.
Yeah.
It's just that lower resonance that it cuts out.
Yeah.
Or that doesn't cut out anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't cut out anymore. Right?
Yeah.
Worth it? Not worth it? Not sure yet.
Worth it if you want more noise.
Yeah, worth it if you want more noise.
Yeah.
Right? Well,
I don't know if I would want, like, if you had on the highway yet in comfort.
I've not had it in comfort yet.
Yeah, that's why I want to, like, if it's super drony on the highway in comfort, that might piss me off.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to turn it off. You definitely notice when you switch.
Yeah, you definitely notice.
Like, right away.
Did you ever look under it to see what shuts off? I actually, when it was up in the air, so like only one of those exhausts has exhaust coming out of it.
Right.
when you have it in comfort.
Yep.
I thought it was like one on each side.
No, it's
one
pipe in one side.
in
right?
one side. Yeah,
Right.
It's one pipe in one side. I thought it was one pipe on
that's
each
why
side.
Like, if you have it in comfort all the time, you'll get one black tip.
I could hear you where you were around the block as you were accelerating, where you hit the accelerator as you were going around. I know that you wouldn't be able to hear that with the...
No, I mean, I heard you as soon as you pulled up.
Yeah.
That's the one thing, like, you definitely, you've probably gotten on it enough. Like, you can hear it as soon as you get out of that, like, low range.
Yep.
Then it just goes back to normal.
It just goes back to normal, yeah.
Because that lower resonance, that natural frequency that gets out of it, the resonator
it's gonna happen anyways.
Yeah. I'm really interested to hear. I want to hear somebody that has the Audi resonator, the center pipe that it's resonated, but it is supposed to be more aggressive.
Yeah, I don't know who would have that, because
I don't know who would spend $850 or whatever on
for that, right? Like, when you're at $850, you're close to AWE money for like I guess half of AWE money, right? Yeah. But it's still, I like it for what it is. I actually really like it. And the guys over at ECS were super helpful in getting everything put together. There you have it. Verdict from another S4 owner. We're going to keep you posted and see what it sounds like on the highway and kind of go from there. But overall, I'm pretty happy about it. Well, lots more. Dude, I'm going to take the rest of the time to enjoy the sound of this new music coming from my car. Hope everyone has a great holiday season. Hope everyone has a safe one. Be careful out there, everyone. And thanks again for joining me today. TZ on me, TZ on 3. 1, 2, 3, TZ.